The elite are doing everything in their power to get people to adopt stablecoins because they make a lot of money. When the Genius Act passed, it allowed banks to make money off of stablecoins. Traditional banks' business model is to make money off of interest when they give out loans. You deposit money in a bank, they loan out your money to somebody else and they get interest payments back. So they do not want people paying off loans because if they pay off the loan, they lose the interest. And it's the same thing with stablecoins. They have found a mechanism to get you to adopt stablecoins and hold them for as long as possible because they make interest off of the stablecoin money that you give them. That's exactly how stablecoins work. We know this. I've talked about it in previous videos. When you give a company like Tether money, their product right here, as you can see, is to give you a stablecoin. So you give them cash, they give you a stablecoin. But then they take your cash and they put it into government debt to get a yield. This is how Tether and USDC actually make money as a business model. So they want you to hold the stablecoin as long as possible because if you redeem that stablecoin, then what happens is they lose their profit. So the same way banks make it really hard for you to pay off a loan is going to be the same way they make it really hard for you to redeem your stablecoin. That's their business model. Do you guys know that the longest held assets globally are real estate and government bonds? Again, government bonds can now be purchased on the blockchain. So if they can get you to get into a stablecoin and then use that money to purchase a government bond and never redeem it, they make the most maximum capital. This is the concept called real world assets, where real world assets like stablecoins, government bonds, treasuries, whatever it is, can now be tokenized on the blockchain and be purchased through a cryptocurrency. Down here is everything. The green is stablecoin adoption. Look at how hard they've been pushing stablecoins. See, the thing about stablecoins that people don't comprehend is that they don't need a bull or bear market. During the bear market, we can have a lot of stablecoin adoption because, again, you don't need to purchase a volatile crypto asset anymore. You can purchase something like a government bond on the blockchain, even when Bitcoin's price is dropping. Take a look at Tether's transparency report. Tether literally buys US Treasury bills. When it gives you a stablecoin synthetic version, they go take your money and they put it into US Treasuries, bro. This is one of the most bought assets on the face of the planet. Most long-term bought assets is US Treasuries and government debt. Just think about it for a second. We have all these countries holding trillions of dollars of government debt, not through a stablecoin. They're purchasing it with real cash, but they can get a duplication on their money by simply putting it into a stablecoin. What do you think the banks are going to do? They're going to try to get all these trillions of dollars adopted in a stablecoin, purchasing the same debt that they already have through an RWA or the real world asset version or the token version. They want all this cash in stablecoins now because they make a whole bunch of money. Look at the biggest purchaser of US debt, $1.1 trillion. Why are they the biggest purchaser? This is how bad they want US debt. Japan is doing something called the yen carry trade. What they do is they drop their interest rates to zero. They basically print yen for free. And then they use that yen to buy government debt or US dollar. And they have $1 trillion of purchasing US debt on purpose. So they're devaluing their own country's currency. They're basically enslaving their people to money and devaluing the people's money just to buy government debt. That's how bad they want it. This is the next big wave of liquidity into crypto. All of the current, we don't need new money. We just need the current system to upgrade to this new RWA system. And we're talking about trillions of dollars, guys.